What's good? What's good? I don't see no like a subscribe, like a subscribe, like a subscribe. Santorio Hector, Stock Market Savage, aka Stock Market Savage. Like a subscribe, like a subscribe, like a subscribe. I'll be right back, guys. What's really good? Santorio Hector, the Stock Market Savage. You guys know, if you don't know, I'm here doing what I do, trading the market, watching the market, observing, making a trade when I can, trying to recover some of these losses that I've taken. Still here, trying to make it happen. So, I was thinking, as an individual trader and as a trader, as an investor, when do you develop and take on that individual identity and recognize who you are as a trader, as an investor? Because once you learn once you learn how to invest properly, you know, you start on your journey. For me, as I understood that it's a reality that, you can really generate income and print money out the market if you consistently invest, and if you have patience, and if you apply yourself, and if you learn the information, and if you study, and if you do research, and if you investigate the companies that you desire to invest in, that you can be successful and generate income as an investor. Developing the mental fortitude and the psychological um, mentality that you need to have as a trader is something that the market will provide you with that opportunity to develop that mental fortitude when you have situations and occurrences like what we've had since pre-Thanksgiving and beyond. The market has just been in limbo, stagnated, like neither going really up, going down, not going down at a rapid pace, like, but going down like consistently, and just a a limited um this like structured volatility that just bounced up and down between this small range, annihilating um, options, long and short positions, calls and shorts, puts. So you have to learn how to play your game. What do you mean? Once we learn how to invest, once we learn the rules to trading and we understand how to read Fibonacci, candlesticks, retracement patterns, once we learn to do the research, and once we learn how to apply the information and what the terminology means as it relates to market activities, now we have the skills to be able to play our own game. And so in my opinion, I think that a lot of new investors, especially those of us who may come into the game being guided and directed by um, professional uh, retail investors, professionals that give advice and talk about investing from the different investment channels and podcasts. There's so many different sources of information as it relates to strategies and different techniques on how to generate and make money out of the stock market or the futures forex or commodities. But once you learn the terminology and you learn how to apply the rules and you learn how to play the game, you have to play your game. You can't. Kobe couldn't play Michael Jordan's game. Kobe wouldn't have been Kobe if he tried to play the way Michael Jordan tried to play. My portfolio of stocks may not work for you, depending on what your investment goal and objective is. This is where it comes back to what the teacher said, Jim Cramer, about suitability. But in a situation like we've had in the past, October, November, December, January, February, September, October, November, December, January, November, December, January, February. It's been 4 months, but you could count October because that's when everything started getting shaky. For 4 months, we had indecision in the market, a market that didn't really crash, but what the hell happened when a whole shit ton of stocks lost 15% of their value, 25% of their value, 50% from all-time highs? That's like a crash. But it did, but the market is not. You get what I'm saying? You that's like when you hear that you think a market crashed, but the market hasn't crashed. And so we listen to I listen to analysts. I listen to um I listen to different podcasters that have channels that give information and talk about investing. I take in information from some different sources, but at the end of the day, I have to decipher between the information and decide what information is suitable for me to be able to use to generate income and produce money out the market. And so, like I always say, if you're trading with your own money and you're not on margin, you're not trading with no borrowed money, man, you're in the greatest position in the world. And even though you may be looking at some unrealized losses, those losses aren't a reality until you sell those securities and turn that loss into a realized loss. And so, depending on what the story is as it relates to the company, and depending on what the financials are, and if the situation as far as the company's ability to be able to grow, to generate income, and to meet its corporate objectives, you don't necessarily divest, uh, especially if you didn't have a certain type of stock. And you really clocked a lot of losses. Don't turn that loss into a realized loss when the market is going to turn around. If the market looked like it was bottoming out, headed toward this crash that we most of us wouldn't going to be able to come back from, um, it would be a whole different sentiment. You would feel it and you would know it in the investment world overall. It's just not that. These are money games. Like one of the brothers in the y'all know my eyes are bad and they've been bothering me today. So I got the glasses on. My eyes been really irritating me. I was supposed to go see an eye doctor today. I won't get to see him till next week. Mr. Blockbuster, I see you. I don't know what the fuck that shit's supposed to mean. I need a banana. Ain't no monkeys in here but your monkey ass. No. If I was to be trying to read between lines, he say I need a banana. I would think that that's because motherfucker was trying to call me a monkey. But at any rate, you know what I mean? Get on up out of here, man. We talking about trying to get to some money. I'm still, I still believe this is your hedge against a market crash. When the market goes down, the VIX goes up, and the VIX is not going up. When the market goes down, the VIX goes up. My broker said even though I owe them money, I can spend money out the account. That's when they trust in your portfolio and you as a trader what you can do. Because yeah, praise the law, praise the Lord, and a shout out to Jim Cramer, a shout out to Ian, Rashad, Troy from Earn Your Leisure brand, Wall Street Trapper. Shout out Trap. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my young brother Aristotle. You know what I'm talking about? Young ball and get money ass motherfucker, investor, trader, businessman. All of those that are in this world of investing that come from our backgrounds, neighborhoods, and communities that have shown us that you can have the ability to do this. Look at my guy right here. This is my G. He is with one of the best. They respect his opinion. They respect his stock picks.
On the backside of most recent earnings reports, the last three, the stock gained or fallen less than 3.5%. What moves the needle for you?
Yeah, I think that Stacy's point about productivity getting stronger could create sort of a good news is bad news kind of scenario where maybe the market sees that as an opportunity. I personally trimmed last week, might trim again depending on how shares go after the close, because my concern now is the market might start reading this as if we can get more productivity out of our chips. If Rubin does actually increase output by a factor of 10 or something similar, then that's a little bit scary in the sense that maybe we don't need the level of chips that we have back orders for, and that starts to cut that number in half. And we've already gotten questions on previous earnings calls from analysts about the validity of those RPOs and whether we can see those all the way through, how quickly they expect to actually.
We're going to see. I hope this is just the opposite for once in life when it comes to NVIDIA. I really do. I just really, really do. And as a matter of fact, let's take the VIX off and put NVIDIA back here.
Yeah, the stock is cheaper every single quarter because they're going to have, 72% earnings growth, which is just historic for a company this size. And so each quarter, the stock, from a multiple perspective, gets cheaper and cheaper. The reality is, I love the setup today. I've been talking about this 195, 200 stock price has been really like that outer orbit that it couldn't get through.
I had to go make some moves, man. Let's go NVIDIA. NVIDIA reports today. NVIDIA to the moon, man. NVIDIA to the moon. And when NVIDIA go to the moon, guess what? Everything goes with it. NVIDIA to the moon. Learn to invest. Learn to invest. Learn to trade. I own this stock. Robinhood. I'm gonna buy more. I own this stock. QBTS. Research it. I own this stock. PLTR. Research it. I own this stock. NVIDIA. EVDA ticker symbol. Research it. I own this stock. Ticker symbol NFLX. Netflix. All of the stocks that I talk about and give my personal opinion on and commentate on are stocks that I own in my personal portfolio. And I do not give investment advice. I just give my opinion. If it's my opinion that a person should own a stock, that's not telling you to run out and buy it. That's telling you to do your research. In my opinion, you should own it so you can validate or invalidate what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We have made some raw plays today. It don't mean a thing, but it does. It feels good to know that my strategy is still working. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to sit back and be still, but it's allowing me to understand and know that when there's market movement and fluctuation, whatever that game that they just that what has been going on with just the market moving sideways for 3 months, I ain't never seen no shit like that. And I know maybe I haven't been investing or trading long enough, but now that I know that things like that can happen in this new space age market, Trump can say anything, anybody could say anything, and the market could just move sideways. Geopolitical tension, fear of wars, and all different type of situations and things occurring. Yeah, yeah, you know, that's real life. It's real life for you though. You dig? It happens. I really, I really think that it's Nvidia to the moon. Nvidia has this little stagnant. If people don't know, not by now, Jensen Wong is a relative of my Tai Chi master Chen Huang. Huang. The Wongs. The other way is in the Cantonese way to spell it is Wong. So some members of the Wong family, and they may spell it Wong the Cantonese way, and be related to the Northern Huang family, Huang, like Jensen. Jensen Wong, the head of Nvidia, is probably a Taoist, man, and the Taoist mentality and mindset, you know what I mean? That man is a scientific, mathematical, genius, and then with with the Tao, and the Tai Chi philosophy and the philosophy of the I Ching. Man, Jensen not worried about the noise and what everybody else is saying. Nvidia is that, and this new technology is absolutely that, and you can utilize this technology to help you promote your business, help you promote your brand, help you promote whatever it is that you want to promote, whatever it is that you out here trying to develop. Even if you don't have the information to know how to develop it, you can go to artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence will show you from the ground up how you need to put together what it is that you're trying to do. And it will go out and find the information for you. But you have and do the research and apply the information. This is your job as an investor, as a trader. If you want to work for the rest of your life, they trying to raise the retirement age or some shit like that. Why should Americans have to work until they almost time for them? Like, if they say like life's expectancy and the life expectancy that they give us, and then all the chemicals in the food and everything, and all of these impurities in the air and everything, chemicals in what we drink, you know. So who really wants to work half of their life and then still might retire and it not be enough? But you can learn to invest, and you can learn to take the money that you earn from work. And I'm getting ready to go back to work. I got an interview tomorrow, Thursday. I'm going back to work to get money to put into the market. I don't have to go back to work. I can go. I pull money out my trading account right now. I'm going to do this because if I go work for a year, while all of these stocks is down 50%, 30%, 50% off all-time highs, I'm going right to get a weekly paycheck, and every one of them checks I'm putting into this fucking market. Every last one of those checks I'm putting directly into the market.
And then, a recalibration on what the.
I was working my 9 to 5 job,
Take time then for
DoorDash and Uber and week, no days off, all day long working to get to money to put into the market. This is how I scaled up that account so fast. And with stock options contract, like and subscribe. At 1,000 subscribers, we giving away $1,000. I feel like that the money should go to the people and the subscribers who bring the most subscribers. So you should start referring people to the channel. I'm a record producer, cannabis grower and breeder. I own a music publishing company, a record company. You know, I put records out. I finance artists. I put records out, and I exploit music
some more volatility
in an effort to
kind of the rest of the
generate
market
income from the music.
okay, but not like it was,
And I trade the stock
to
market,
start the year.
stock options, contracts, futures. When you know what I mean.
Financials aren't doing well. That's the other big
Well, that's
component
another
that's
big
very
point, yeah.
interesting. But I think right now when we're looking at the leaderboard and we're thinking about what we have conviction in, it's not energy because the supply dynamics there are not great.
The indexes are up. I love it when it's like this. Every last one of them. I love it. Every last one of them are up. Remember, because I'm getting right back into the VIX. As soon as the VIX drops to a lower price, I'm right back in the VIX and I'm loading up because when the market goes down, the VIX goes up. Remember that. When the market goes down, remember this. Remember this. When the market goes down, the VIX goes up. When the market goes down, the VIX goes up. Let's remove Robinhood from the widget. I don't need to know what Robinhood is doing right now. I'm long-term invested in Robinhood. I want to buy more shares. We got some stocks that we trade. That what the fuck we doing this shit. I'm about to sell some cover calls. You dig? And get some money to invest. And it's all with different type of ways. Y'all don't even know about that, selling cover calls. Once you got 100 shares of a stock, you can sell cover calls and get money against the stock. It's a way that you do it. And, if shit go your way, you keep the money. And whatever you do with the money, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So learn about cover calls, you know what I'm saying? Cover puts, you know what I'm saying? All of that. When you trade, you utilize every way to get a dollar to turn it into another dollar. You better hear me what I say. You hear me what I say? Bishop Ellis. Rest in peace, Bishop Jesse Delano Ellis, one of my spiritual mentors and teachers who is the reason I'm so well versed in the Holy Bible. But I had already studied the scriptures. My mom started teaching us the Bible when we were young, as I'm doing with my younger children. I didn't do it with my older children. I taught them about God and talked to them about God, but read the scriptures to them like I do with my younger daughters. I wish I would have did it with all my children. You know what I mean? You live and you learn from your mistakes. CNBC financial market news playing in the background. God bless all of the CNBC analysts, panelists, guest speakers, professionals of the investing world and the world of finance and commodities, cryptocurrency markets, and credit specialists, private equity specialists, all of the experts in the different areas of finance that take time to come to the different show segments and share with us their knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the world of investing to provide us the information that we need to be able to maneuver these markets and change our lives and create a better way of life for ourselves. We don't really thank them enough. And they can be wrong, just like you can be wrong, and just like we can all be wrong, because the market has its own heartbeat. The market does what it will do. And at the same time, it's a global institution. So, you know. I'm Santorio Hector. I want y'all to like and subscribe. I would love if you guys would start to share these videos. I'm just a real, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just a real hombre. A real hombre from the streets, you know? A real hombre from the streets. I had a different type of life. I'm a Native American. Adopted and raised by an Irish Italian who's connected to the mafia. I'm a Spanish Indian. I'm a Spanish Indian. This is a child support, a government document. Child support. Tested me for my race. Came back, I was a Native American like I was, but I already knew I was a Native American because I know the history of my people and where my people came from. And then I was adopted and raised. My father was a mafioso, you know. My father raised me. Teodoro Eugenio Gaffredo. In Italian, Teodoro Eugenio Gaffredo. In English, it's Theodore Eugene Godfrey. Io sono uomo d'amore. Me e mi fratellos. Connecting homeowners with skilled pros for over 30 years. D'amore. Uomos d'amore. Men of honor. In Italian. You know what I'm talking about? That's my father. That's my father's brother. Rest in peace. That's my father's other brother, rest in peace. That's my little rally Rob I needed. My father and his brothers was Irish Italian and part Native American. I'm not an African American, I'm a Native American, a Spanish Indian. My biological father was Elijah Hector, which is why I took the stage name Santorio Hector. My biological people come from Spanish Florida in the islands of Barbados and Antigua. Yeah, I'm exotic. And I was, like I said, my father who raised me from a baby, my mother's husband, and my brothers and sisters' father was in the mafia. Cleveland Syndicate, the Jewish syndicate connected to the Jewish mafia, Cleveland family, La Cosa Nostra, La Familia. So, you know, nobody could tell me about my life that I live. But I was born into money. I have an inheritance because I'm a Native American. People be thinking they looking at what they don't know what they looking at. I was born into money. My Native American ancestors held on to some of our land. I will inherit land. We have land bases. We have natural resources and natural gas wells on our land, coal on our land, all type of shit in the Virginias. So when people be, you know what I'm talking about, I'm out here because ain't nobody trying to wait for nobody to die to inherit nothing. I'm out here conquering and extending and adding to my family's empire. Yeah, I mean, that's what we all doing as far as the Carter descendants. You know what I'm talking about? The 1.4 billion in loans that were sold at 99.7% of par, kind of what Lazarus was talking about there. But quickly, the focus turned to the change in reductions to quarterly returns. I don't really tell no lies or nothing like that, dude. And also today, I don't have to do that. Worst case scenario for private credit. I don't have to do that. Private credit under pressure. An increase of 2%. Private credit is down. I invested into a company a private credit company today, ticker symbol OWL. Ow. That's my exposure to private credit. And because it's so down that all I could do is make money investing at this level when private credit recovers, and it will. Ticker symbol OWL. Go check it out.
No issue. But the minute there's an issue, everybody wants to get out.
Right. Every time it's an issue. That's with every stock. Anything go wrong, people get scared. You can't make no money like that.
And people love that business because they can get large fees from it.
And an incredibly fast-growing still business, right, Leslie?
Oh, yeah, and that's the key point of all of this. Is right now, actually, the retail involvement in this space, in the private market space, is still relatively small compared to the size of the overall private market.
Retail investors are not involved in private equity, and your opportunity and exposure to private equity is through a couple ETFs, and this company OWL was like the first company to give us retail investors exposure to private equity. Go, in my opinion, you should own that company, OWL, ticker symbol OWL. Go Google it and research it.
Now, the problem, as these managers see it, is that now
CNBC.
is a key growth area for them. They've all set up these wealth divisions in recent years with the idea.
Stock market savage, Santorio Hector. I would appreciate if you support me here on this channel, that you follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. Go over to Instagram, follow me over there on Instagram. Go to your Spotify, go to your Apple Music, your Pandora, your iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to your music on, especially if you work out, if you do anything like that, you know what I'm talking about. And I want you to tap in with me, Santorio Hector. I want you to check out my records. You know what I'm talking about. I want you to check out my records on all music platforms. I got videos featuring Gucci. I got songs with the game in them. I was trained and mentored by T. Rogers, the founder of the Almighty Black Peace Stone Blood Nation on the West Coast, where Denzel was at in the movie Training Day. Tap in with me. I'm a whole personality, Santorio Hector, man. Like and subscribe, man. I make records and all that. I got homies, my real blood, too. My G homie came down here in California and bought the Bloods to Cleveland and bought cocaine. See what it say, made $250,000 a week off crack. $250,000 a week off crack in the 80s. I was 16 years old when the G homie came from LA and I got jumped into the game. I changed my life. I'm in this LA gang documentary too.
What? Negative balance $75,000?
Hey, how much has online sports betting cost you?
While we in Inglewood.
I'm in this episode. There go me right there before I cut my locks. Crip Mac. That nigga just got home.
Alright. Center Park Blood. Inglewood. Another small hood.
There I go right there.
For a lot of hustling, money getters. You know, going at it with water gators, you know, other crips in the area. But they got a hood in Ohio. I don't know if it's Cleveland or whatever. I think it's Cleveland.
Definitely Cleveland.
But yeah, they deep out there. And one of they reputables from Center Park, Siggy Loco, whatever. He
This
started the
Siggy.
hood out there.
This who started the hood out here.
That's
This
what
who
he
we
do.
talking about.
You know,
Siggy.
a lot of hoods go OT and start up and do their thing. All right.
Go check out the
That's
records.
it.
Santorio Hector. Learn how to
While we in
invest.
Inglewood,